I mean, it's a gold mine though, because it's like South Florida. Everybody cares about football in that part of Virginia. It's not some place they talk about a whole lot. Speaking of, give us your thoughts on Kendall Daniels. I know you and I have talked about him privately. I've repeated some of what you said and added a little spice to it, but let's hear it from your mouth and give us kind of the behind the scenes take. I spilled the beans and told everybody, hey, he committed. Like Beamer sends out these welcome home tweets whenever he gets a commitment. He was one of the welcome homes from a long time ago, like before the spring game. But he finally pulled the trigger. Just kind of your thoughts on Kendall and a rundown of his recruitment behind the scenes as you saw it.
Yeah, I think it was perfect timing for it because I was at his practice on Saturday morning before I went to the Gilchrist announcement. So I'll give my thoughts on him first and on what I saw. He is big. Like, I'm 6'3". He is my size, probably a bit more athletic, really long, smart kid who I'm watching him in practice, and he's going around. It didn't matter if it was Ari Watford, the stud edge who's going to Clemson, or some 5'6" freshman. He's going around, he's talking to him, he's having fun with them, maybe giving him a hard time. And just, you can see how well liked he is. But what stood out to me is he is incredibly long. He is big. To me, after seeing him, if he's a kid that goes down in the box and plays like an outside linebacker, I definitely would see that. Runs well, plays safety. He's a ball hawk. They have a quarterback there who I like, a lefty, Newkirk, who for some reason isn't committed anywhere yet. Schools have been slow on him, who's athletic, but Daniels is going to get some reps at quarterback. He took some when I was at practice. He's a smooth athlete. He's really smart. And speaking with his coach, Deary McCain, who's a really good dude, he relies on Daniels not just for his physical attributes on the field, but he gets everybody lined up on defense. Offensively, he'll help the offense. He can do whatever you need him to do, call plays, help the quarterbacks. He is kind of like a do-everything kid. And this was my first time seeing him live. And just I keep going back to it. When I saw him standing on the sideline when I walked into practice, and I was like, yo, who's this edge rusher? And it turned out it was him. Like he is tall and he is long. Now, his recruitment, like you said, I mean, geez, I hope the folks read the story on the site from his coach, because I had to go in and update it, but it was from like the spring game. That's when we were all expecting it. He kind of had some people around him say, yo, pump the brakes, make sure this is the right choice. Went to Clemson, got offered by Clemson. Virginia Tech was involved with him. At various points, Duke and Penn State were involved. But I felt like since the spring, he was always Carolina. There was a reason I put a pick in early in the process. And he wound up committing there. And I asked him, I said, what took so long? Why was there such a delay? When we all thought you were going to be there during the spring. And he just said, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I did see some other schools, so I had more things to compare it against. And I don't begrudge him at all. Listen, now you probably go through it 2 or 3 times, a lot of kids, but some of them only go through it once. And if you're going to make official visits and spend 48 hours at Clemson or Tech or wherever, and they're going to spend those 48 hours feeding you like you're at a 5-star restaurant and telling you how great you are for 48 hours while also staying at great accommodations and doing a lot of fun things. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably do that.